I just made that gesture, but I will tell you folks, the second thing that I want to share with you tonight, and this is really, I'm talking to the men now. Cheryl will speak to the women, but I'm going to talk to the men. I just had a conversation with my son-in-law, actually. So I was like, had my daughter in view as I was having this conversation with him. And I try and have this conversation with my son as well, although he's not married yet. I want him to know that a man, I believe, all right, this is Wayne Gill now, I believe a man must cherish his wife. And when I say cherish his wife, now, we live in an era and a time where people are trying to blur the lines between men and women and blur the lines between traditional roles of men and traditional roles of women and this and that. Look, I'm just going to be a little old school here. We're from the old school, and I believe that men really have to take up that role of gallantry, that role of chivalry, that role of opening the door for your wife, that door of serving your wife, that door of being a champion for your wife. Just like I know it sounds corny, guys, but I really believe this. This is not something I'm making up. And again, I'm not trying to make myself look good or whatever, but I seriously believe that men we should have that heart like the lion-hearted, like the champion, like the champion who would go out on the field of battle to fight for his woman or his wife. And I've just always felt that way, that God put me here. One of my primary roles on this earth was to be this woman's champion. Amen. Amen. All right. And honestly, I think if you can adopt that role and take on that responsibility, it's going to change so much the way you look at your wife, so much the way you look at your children, the world, really. It's really colored the way I look at the world. And I just feel like that's my role, that God has made me to be a fence around her, a protection, a champion, the wind under her wings to help her fly. If she's going to fly, I'm going to be there flapping her arms like Aaron and her. They held up Moses' arms on the mountain while Joshua's down in the field battling. And it sounds corny to some people, and it sounds, okay, cherish, I'm a woman and I'm independent, and that's all good. I love the fact that my wife is an independent woman, and God works in her life, and God speaks through her, and God does his thing in her own life. But that doesn't take away from what God put me here to do. And that's really served me in life, and I really believe, men, that it will serve you. If you take that role, if you see yourself, Sir Walter Raleigh, man, if there's mud on the floor, you take the jacket off, you throw it down, and your wife walks over the jacket into the building. That's what I'm talking about. And, it sounds corny, but that's what's in my heart, and God has really used that to really be a tool and an instrument in our marriage. And I just want to share that with you, men. Cherish your wife. God gave you that woman as your special helpmeet, your partner, your soulmate, the person that is your completer. And there's no one like her, and there's no one other than God himself that should be above her. Sure.
Listen,